Hello everybody and welcome to Nancy Drew, the 14th game, Danger by Design. Okay. We're gonna do a new game.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off solving mysteries. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Okay, so yeah, this is Nancy Drew, the 14th game, Danger by Design. It's supposed to be like a fashion game. Nancy Drew mystery, fashion designer in Paris, France, and it's from 2006. I played it many times, most of these games many times. But yeah, case file. Cover assignment. Travel to Paris and work as an assistant to Minette, an up-and-coming American fashion designer, whose behaviors lately become alarmingly bizarre and erratic. She's been firing people right and left, throwing temper tantrums, refusing to return phone calls, running dangerously behind schedule, wearing a full face mask all day, every day, even while working. Real assignment. Discover the reason for Minette's strange behavior and report back to Amy Grunhild, a client of Dad's and Minette's biggest financial backer, who wants to know 1. Is Minette cracking under the pressure of trying to make her spring collection even more spectacular than her fall collection was? 2. Will she have enough designs done for there to even be a spring collection? 3. Is she up to something Miss Grunhild doesn't know about? 4. Was investing in Minette a mistake? 5. Is it time to pull the financial plug on her? Additional info. Minette has one other assistant, an American named Heather, with whom I will be working, which is her. Her studio is in an old windmill, moulin in French, in a section of Paris called Montmartre. She designs clothes, primarily for plus-size women. I took 2 years of French in school, so I should have been able to get by. Dad made me promise not to go anywhere in Paris tonight by myself. No matter what, I cannot let Minette find out that I'm here, there to check up on her. According to Miss Grunhild, she could really lose it then. This is Paris Metro, which we'll have. So let's start. Will I start the game? Yes. Junior, all the time. I always do junior detective.
In preparation for our landing, please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
Taxi!
Here we are. Minette Studio. Which is a windmill.
Hello?
I said don't come near me.
No, Minette, don't!
Stay back, you hear me? Stay back!
Bonjour, vous êtes... are you Nancy?
Yeah?
I'm Heather McKay. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. How was your flight?
Fine. Well, actually, they lost my suitcase, so I don't have any clothes or my cell phone. What's going on in there? Is someone hurt?
That's just Minette throwing one of her tantrums. Don't worry. She'll stop screaming right now. They lost your suitcase? That's terrible. Well, at least you're staying with Jing Jing. She'll have tons of clothes you can borrow.
Is she alright?
Is she all right?
Oh, you mean Minette? Don't worry, she's fine. At least she will be after phase 3, which should begin right about now. See, she uses this process that some shrink taught her to manage anger and frustration. First, she vents her rage for 10 seconds, then 6 seconds of sobs and tears, and finally, at least 4 seconds of robust laughter, all of which restores her positive flux.
Huh?
It's all very weird, but it works, and believe me, without it, she would be impossible to work for. With it, she's a mere nightmare to work for. Anyway, ready to get started?
You bet.
You bet.
That desk over there will be your workstation. I made a list of all the things that need to get done and put them on your computer. That's a Metro Pass. It'll let you ride the subway all over the city for free. Go ahead and take it. Answering the phone is your job. If you have any questions, just ask. Ask me, that is. Do not bother Minette. She's behind on her spring collection and is in danger of falling way behind on her couture projects.
Why is she so far behind?
Why is she so far behind?
She's been under a lot of stress lately.
Heather?
Yes?
I hear voices. Who are you talking to out there?
Nancy Drew, you know, from the States?
Well, she's no good to me out there. Send her in.
Yes, Minette. As soon as you feel up to it, she's right through that door.
What do you mean by couture?
What do you mean by couture?
High fashion dresses and accessories that people have commissioned Minette to create. Needless to say, those people are très riche. In fact, she's designing the dress the First Lady will wear to the World Summit in November. Pretty cool, huh?
I'll let you get back to work.
I'll let you get back to work.
Have fun!
So we can check out the studio, but we really need to go to Minette first, because she's in a moody mood. Let's look at these magazines first, actually. High Heels and Your Poodle, Mascara Mayhem, For You. New studio opens with a vengeance for Hugo Butterly. New studio opens with a vengeance for Hugo Butterly, by Jean Michel Tranquenard. I can't pronounce French words, I guess. Senior fashion editor. For 2 years, fashion fanatics on both sides of the Atlantic have gobbled up the stylistic confections of Hugo Butterly with an enthusiasm that shows no signs of stopping. As a result, the designer has not only outgrown the tiny London loft where he started out a mere Hugo with his pitbull Minette started out a mere 4 years ago, but it seems that he's outgrown his native England as well. Last month, he opened his new studio in Paris, out of which he now intends to work. Being invited to the opening was like being invited to the presidential palace, only better, much better. Celebrities from all over the globe descended on the studio located on trendy Ile Saint Louis. So many people showed up. Hugo's model posing Hugo's Butterleys. So many people showed up wearing Butterleys. The colorful, free-flowing, full-figure, flattering styles that are signature that it was difficult to tell the guests from the models the designer had hired to promote his latest line. But as the night wore on, it became apparent that there were more people in attendance who didn't have invitations than people who did, a fact which infuriated the designer, who had deliberately limited the number of guests to reduce the risk of damage to his new facility. Although several people said that Butterly was practically purple with rage that night, he said nothing to any of his guests and had no one thrown out. But within a week, all the party crashers had gotten a bill for €300, which they were told they had to pay for or they would be charged with trespassing. Within another week, all had paid. When asked about the incident, Hugo had shrugged. They took advantage of me and they paid for it. I'm not very good at forgiving and forgetting. I may be the world's greatest fashion designer, but I'm afraid I'm not a very nice person. Famous talk show host and media mogul Begonia showing off for Butterly. Hugo and curvaceous and bodacious President Noor Roxia. Hugo's new studio before the party guests arrive. Very 2000s. We got that. This is our desk, which we'll check out later. I'm gonna go help Minette, because she'll definitely need my help. help right now.
Well, there you are.
Hi.
I was just about to call Amy Grunhild and tell her that this internship thing she'd arranged for you was off. It's bad enough Amy foisting you on me like this. The day I become financially independent and can tell people like her to buzz off will be the happiest day of my life. Well, you're here, we've met, so get to work. Heather did give you a list of chores, right?
Yes, I'm all set.
Yes, I'm all set.
One more thing. See that form over there? The one I've just started to drape? Don't touch it. Don't even go near it. That's the dress I'm designing for the First Lady. Now go. Actually, make me a pot of my special tea first. It was custom blended by my tea therapist, so make sure you follow the directions. When you're done, pour me a cup and leave it on the table. A nice big boost of herbal energy never fails to get my brain cells firing.
Sure. So I gotta do that first, before anything else.
Let's see. To make Minette her tea, the first thing I should do is read these instructions. Then I should put whichever herbs the instructions say I need into this pot of boiling water. Then when I'm done, I should click on the teapot so I can pour the tea into a cup. If I make a mistake and need to throw out an herb that I chose, or the tea itself, all I have to do is click on the sink. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay. Lead the Dr. Gilbert Tripoli. After a painstaking analysis of her body type, age, mood swings, eating habits, and lifestyle, I have formulated the following blend for Minette and for Minette only. Please note the consequences of anyone but Minette drinking this tea could be catastrophic. If the tea is blended correctly, it will have a pleasant taste and an instant soothing effect. If made incorrectly, it will taste foul and have a negative effect on mood. Therefore, the guideline below must be strictly adhered to. Always have the following herbs on hand: Gilwort, fenelary, Yavert, Variane, Tiki root, hogbone, pipsweet, Calicula, Boojum, Brelan, Beowulf, Gibbering, Macrophila, orange slug, Phrygia, and yellow buttons.
If Minette has had a temper tantrum in the last 14 days, and if she declares that blue is her favorite color on the day... Excuse me, Minette, but what's your favorite color?
Red.
Okay. Her favorite color
When
is
asked
red.
to pick a number between 1 and 10, if Minette chooses an odd number on the day the tea is to be consumed... Minette, could you please pick a number between 1 and 10?
10.
Okay. Media jet. Okay, hold on. Temperature last 14 days. Minette is relaxed. Okay, yellow buttons. She's right-handed, I believe. She was writing with her right. So we add the Caravan family. So that would be Calicula. Vanillary. Hogbone. Yellow buttons. She is not humming. So, let me see. Potency of 7 or greater. So that would be Boojum. Gibbering. Macro. Phrygia, and Pipsqueak. So her favorite color is red, she said. Herbs that grow in marshy areas. Freeland and Varvain. Okay, so we got all of those. So now we can add them, so we can kind of see what they are. Caligula is here. So just add it to the pot here. So we got Caligula, Fennerly. Okay, let me check mark these. Hogbone. Yellow buttons. Boojum. You can see they're all alphabetical. Gibbering. Boojum, gibbering. Macrophila. Breland. And Lorraine. So after that we can go like this.
I finished making your tea.
Just leave it there.
Okay, let me just cross these off. And now we just gotta leave the place. And she'll say yay or no. Start over and on.
Nancy, come back here.
The
She loved it.
tea is utterly rude.
Good.
I can already feel my creativity flowing again, building like a
Good,
wave
good.
on the ocean, surging towards some unseen shore. I have another job for you, a very critical job. See the
Okay.
stuff that I've been studying? That, in essence, is my spring collection.
Uh-huh.
All those objects have certain things in common which speak to and stimulate the artistic sinews of my subconscious, from which all the designs I need will eventually burst forth.
Uh-huh.
They're all totally rude, but they're not enough. I need more, Nancy. You need to take the number 7 metro to Pont Neuf, go to the flea market in Square de Vergalant Park, and buy me 4 more things with qualities identical to the ones each of these possesses. Use this bag. Put everything in there as soon as you buy it. I don't want anyone seeing what you bring me. It could give away my whole collection. Here's some money.
I'm just supposed to go out and buy things.
I'm just supposed to go out and buy things?
Stuff. I want stuff. New stuff that's just like this old stuff, only different. Now just take a good look at my stuff, then go. Go!
Sure. Got all this stuff, cool. Let's go speak to Heather first. We haven't done that yet.
Forget something?
Has this windmill or moulin always been a fashion design studio?
Has this windmill or moulin always been a fashion design studio?
No. In fact, until a year or two ago, this little old lady lived here. When she passed away, this place went on the market and Minette snapped it up. See, Minette has this thing about curves. She claimed working in a quasi-round environment like this would make her more productive.
And has it?
And has it?
As if. But she has gotten a lot of press out of it. In fact, if there's one thing I've learned from Minette, it's that how a designer behaves is likely to get her just as much attention in the fashion world as what she designs.
Why does Minette wear that mask?
Why does Minette wear that mask?
All I know is that back in March, on the last day of her big fall show, she showed up wearing that mask and she hasn't taken it off since.
You didn't know she was gonna do that?
You didn't know she was going to do that?
No, no one did. Not even Dieter. That was her boyfriend at the time. Dieter Von Schwesterkrank, the fashion photographer.
Talk to you later.
Have fun.
Talk to you later. Okay. Sorry, it was getting my water bottle. If you heard any ice, that's the water bottle. Let's see. Where should we go now? Let's look at our desk. There's a couple things we can look through.
These doodles sure look familiar.
They're little drawn doodles by Sunny June, who's a well-known person in these Nancy Drew games. He's been in a couple. What are all these Cocoa Kringles doing at my studio? Teehee. Which is more blinding? Jean's head or his medallion? It's like Sinclair's all over again. I'm in its only friend. Rude. Get back to work, Sonny. Deliver this, order that. I totally know eating at the desk, blah blah, stress. Crouching, Hugo, hidden, Minette. I have no idea. These are just all random. That's in French. Rude. That's a mannequin. Voila, Minette. It's alive. Carol Rude. More dead flowers for Minette. Figures. Poor thing probably died of fright when they heard they were going to her. We're gonna need this for the print thing later. Guard at times require many, should the printer not work? Okay, we gotta keep those in mind. We got Kringles, but we can't have any, I guess. We can use the phone whenever we want.
Sunny was here. Sunny June. That's why those doodles look familiar. Sunny June did them. He must have been Minette's last assistant. Wow, that guy gets around.
Sunny was here.
Pick up envelope from J.J. Ling. Pick up fabric photos from Dieter Von Schwesterkrank. Deliver photos to Jean Michel Tranquenard. Fix plotter. Do whatever Minette tells you to do and do it fast.
Mail. Let's check the mail. So, dear customer, on August 2nd, you ordered 3 white drawing tablets, 2 boxes, 2 lead pencils, 1 box gum eraser, 1 box fine tip, blue ballpoint pen, 1 box earplugs. Your order number is blah blah blah. Okay. Return goods. Hello, Sunny June. We have received the 2 bolts of floral 302, which you returned to us and have credited your account accordingly. We are sorry that Minette found the material to be substandard. Rest assured that had there been any doubt as to its quality, that I don't think that's good English. To date, we have received no other complaints about that particular lot. The material would not have been for sale. Thank you for your patience. We look forward to serving you in the future. Simone Ballard. Customer service. Your dresses are real nice, Emily Griffin. I ain't never write any. Oh, this was from the last game. The Ghost Dogs Moonlake Emily Griffin, the one who worked at the store, got a southern or whatever twang to her. I never wrote in nothing like this before. And I ain't too sure about this email stuff neither, but I saw a picture of a dress in a magazine when I was working the library shift just now, and I mean, it was just so beautiful. It stopped me in my tracks. Maybe it was 'cause the gal was order was kinda shaped like me. I ain't huge or nothing, but ain't exactly skinny neither. Or maybe it was all 'cause all the colors in it reminded me of those pretty bottles I got back home on Moon Lake. But anyways, I liked the dress a bunch, and when I looked at the other dress on the page, I liked them too, so I read the article that came out with them and found out it was their designer. So I thought you should know you make good dress and you shouldn't pay no mind to anybody who says you don't, specifically the Betterly fella. He sounds like a fine class jerk to me. Your fan, Emily Griffin. Actually, I don't know if that was the shopper, the person who left Moon Lake. I forgot. Elmo's Pizza Parlor. 3 out of her last 4 attempts to deliver pizza to your place of business have resulted in screaming tirades. It's probably Minette. They caused my delivery persons to fear for their lives. As you know, one of them quit on the spot. I realize that Minette is an artist with little tolerance for interruptions, but such outbursts are uncalled for and are detrimental to my employees' emotional health. Damn, she affects people as much. Therefore, I will no longer do business with you. I'm sorry this causes you any inconvenience. My employees, however, are not. Rodolfo Santioni, manager Elmo's Pizza Parlor. A business proposition. Hello, Heather. Like everyone else here in France, we at L'Interrogateur are eager to know why Minette wears that mask. Since we all know that Minette goes through assistance like a horse goes through hay, I can only assume that the reason Minette hasn't fired you yet is because she trusts you. Therefore, I am assuming that you know her secret. I'm prepared to pay a large sum of money for that secret. It'll be the easiest money you ever make. I'll call you soon. I hope we can do business. And the last one is First Lady Dress Fitting. In anticipation of the final fitting for the First Lady's evening gown, please be advised that 2 of our agents may visit your premises in the near future to ascertain and assess security risks and interview any and all employees. Thank you for your cooperation. Yours, Courtney Buckholst. And that's all the emails I've got. We can play Jane's game Portal. For a little bit. Or I think we're supposed to save this for later because we need to log in a password. Thank you for visiting my game. For all the games I designed myself due to overwhelming popularity in the site after restrict traffic. Only those people who signed up originally can play the games. Everyone else will have to wait for my uncle to give me more storage space on the server. We're gonna have to ask about that. Let's see if we can ask Heather about that.
Forget something?
Who's Dieter Von Schwesterkrank?
Who is Dieter Von Schwesterkrank?
He's this awesome fashion photographer. But listen, as it turns out, I have to run an errand in that area, so I'll pick up those fabric photos.
Oh no, that's okay. I'll do it. Finding his studio will help me get more familiar with Paris. In fact, why don't I run your errand too?
No, that's all right. It can wait. Getting those prints to Jean Michel is much more important.
Why is that?
Why is that?
Jean Michel Tranquenard is the fashion editor for Glam Glam magazine. All he really is a glorified gossip columnist, so it pays to be nice to him. Which, as you'll find out, ain't easy. His office is the Café Kiki on the Rue des Mauvais Garçons in the Marais. Look for the bald guy at the corner table. He'll have a cell phone in one hand and a fork in the other.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
I'm gonna fix the plotter first. Actually, I'm gonna get this over with.
What's this?
That's the plotter. It's broken. Fixing it is one of your jobs.
Okay. So we got the V, the H, the I. There's something about the plotter here, I believe. V is vertical, horizontal is H, ink is I. Select the print button. Since images one-sided. Okay. I'm gonna do this.
There.
Get the phone, please.
I have to get the phone.
Nancy, get...
Bonjour, Minette's House of Design.
Bonjour. My name is Lynn Manrique. I'm with the Modern History Department at UC Kearns in the States, and I'm following up on the letter I sent to Minette about 2 weeks ago concerning Noisette Tornade.
Noisette Tornard.
Noisette Tornade?
It's that historian person, isn't it? Tell her we're sorry, but Minette is extremely busy and won't be able to get back to her for at least 6 weeks.
I'm sorry, but
I heard. Well, 6 weeks it is then. Thank you anyway.
Okay. Do I have to tell her anything else?
Forget something?
I'll let you get back to work.
Have fun.
Oh.
There's something on the floor here. Looks like someone slipped it under the door. It's for Minette.
Go ahead and open it.
It's gonna be a...
Make the most of what little
Running
time
letter.
you have left. Soon it will all be over.
No one does these anymore, do they?
Oh no, not another one.
Make
Minette's gotten other letters like this?
Letters, phone calls. They started sometime in April.
Not
Then they
good.
stopped. Then they started up again in July. And last month, someone sent Minette dead flowers every day for a week. She locks the letters up in her dodo box over there in order to neutralize them.
May I keep this letter?
May I keep this letter?
Why? I mean, if you were some kind of private detective, I'd say sure, but since you're not, just put it in the dodo box.
But okay. How do you open this thing?
You don't. There's a lock on it, but Minette is convinced that if she opens it, all the wickedness in
She's
there will
paranoid.
escape and wreak havoc. In fact, don't say anything to her about that letter. It'll just upset her, and if she falls any further behind, she'll have to cancel her show next month. And if that happens, she may as well cancel her career.
Well, I'll see you later.
Well, I'll see you later.
Have fun!
Okay, we can go out and explore now. That was just a cutscene. It's not the first, I believe, letter I get. We're gonna go to where she said the guy is. Read a book. Dieter Von Schwesterkrank. Okay.
No, don't say anything. Let me guess. You lost your passport, so you're looking for the American consulate to get
He's
it
German.
replaced. Only you wound up here because you asked a Parisian for directions, and you thought you understood what he said, only you didn't. Am I right?
Well, you got the part about being an American, right?
Well, you got the part about being an American, right?
But you're not lost? Ugh, I must be losing my touch. Dieter Von Schwesterkrank. Please don't tell me you're a would-be model who thinks her career would take off if only I would photograph her.
No, my name's Nancy Drew. Minette sent me here to pick up some fabric photos.
Ach, I regret to say I have not printed them up yet, nor will I have time to do so for quite a while. Had I used my digital cameras, there would be no problem, but unfortunately, the essence of those fabrics was better captured by film.
I just have to say, I always thought this guy had like cat eyes that kind of look green and have like a black dot or whatever. But I need to deliver them to that fashion editor, Jean Michel Tranquenard, today.
But I need to deliver them to that fashion editor, Jean Michel Tranquenard, today.
My regrets once again. Do you know how to make prints?
Sure.
Sure.
Then all is well. There is a binder on the bookshelf that will tell you how to make prints with the paper I use, which is Krollmeister Escachrome PB paper. The darkroom is through the door with the red light by it, and the 4 negatives from which prints need to be made are next to the enlarger. I'm sure you'll do fine.
Okay. Got a little thing here. Binder. Darkroom miscellaneous. Krollmeister. Thank you for purchasing Krollmeister, blah blah blah, photographic paper. This paper has been created under rigorous quality guidelines and demands extra care and special attention in its use. Your Krollmeister is already mounted on a special mounting bracket. Make sure that all processes are done in complete darkness. Using any type of light, including red light, will ruin the image. Insert the negative you desire to create a print into the enlarger. Turn off lights, turn on Krollmeister, and project image onto the Krollmeister for 2 to 9 seconds. Exposure for less or more in this time will damage image.
Enlarger, negatives, developer, stop bath, fixer. May I take this binder into the dark room with me?
Leave it in here, please. If you take it in there, you might
Okay.
spill something on it.
So I'm gonna set, alright, red, white, and blue. Red, white, blue. Okay, just so I know.
What's this?
That's just a toy I made when I was a boy. Go ahead and play with it if you want. I still do.
Okay, let's check it out. It's a cool looking German wood toy, I guess. I don't know.
Nice camera. Is it digital?
Yes, very high res though. Very limited capacity. Would you like to borrow it?
I'd love to, thank you.
I'd love to. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't knock over anything in there. Some of those chemicals are extremely volatile.
Let's do it. I'm gonna save just in case. Photos. Save. Okay.
Whoa, look at all those bottles of chemicals. One false move and boom.
Okay. Where are the photos?
These must be the negatives.
Yeah.
Looks like the paper is already mounted on the enlarger. That helps. I turn the enlarger on and off here.
So I just put that in there. I forgot. Okay, hold on.
Oh my gosh, it's pitch black in here. With all those chemicals around, I'm going to have to be real careful. Something tells me I didn't have it in the developing
did
fluid
not.
for the right amount of time. Oh no, I wrecked it.
It's okay. At least it didn't, like, explode anything. So red. I think it's red, white, blue. So sometimes I have to point where these are on. Because when it's dark, I don't know exactly where they are. Okay. Let's try that again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There, all done. 1 down, 3 to go. It's a picture of fabric, all right.
Okay. So I got 1 done. That's good. So I'm gonna actually write this down. I gotta go back and see how long I hold these for. I'm just gonna go back and check. So it was 5 seconds, 7 to 12. I'll do 12, 7, 12, 5 seconds, and then this one's 8 to 15 seconds. Okay, cool. Let's do another one. Should we continue saving it? Photos, save. Yes. Hopefully it doesn't screw up. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There, all done. Finished another one. Looks like fabric to me.
Silk. Okay, let's do another one. I just gotta make sure I'm not... I have to use my fingers again on the screen. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There, all done. I'm getting there.
I'm
Beautiful.
doing good.
Not very interesting, but beautiful.
Just patterns. I think I have a couple more. Let me save again, just in case. Save, yes. Just in case anything happens. Okay, point these two in front. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There, all done.
Okay, we already did that one. Let's do this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Something tells me I didn't have it in the developing
yeah.
fluid for the right amount of time. Oh
That was
no,
my
I
mistake.
wrecked it.
That was a bit my mistake. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I broke my timer, so you'll have to count to yourself. You know, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Something tells me I didn't have it in the developing fluid for the right amount of time.
I didn't.
Shoot, I must have made a mistake.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There, all done.
Good. Is
There,
that all?
I'll just put them in an envelope and
Oh,
I'll be
good.
all
I didn't
set.
have to explode any chemicals or anything. Good.
Ah, you made the prints. Now you get to have the pleasure of delivering them to Monsieur Tranquenard.
Sounds like you don't like him.
It sounds like you don't like him.
He's a conceited nixnut who thinks far too highly of himself and far too little of everyone else to do his job fairly.
What kind of dealings have you had with him?
What kind of dealings have you had with him?
Unhappy. I refuse to bow and scrape when I'm in his presence, and he resents me for it. He's not used to that. You see, most people are so afraid he'll write something bad about them that as far as they're concerned, whatever Jean Mi wants, Jean Mi gets, no questions asked.
Why does Jean Mi need those prints?
Why does Jean Mi need those prints?
Heather said that he wants to use them to illustrate an upcoming story about modern fabrics.
What's your opinion of Minette's assistant, Heather McKay?
What's your opinion of Minette's assistant, Heather McKay?
Heather's a bright girl. Her crush on me is unfortunate, but I can handle it.
She has a crush on you?
She has a crush on you?
It's obvious to me that she does. Dealing with models the way I do day in and day out, I've gotten pretty good at knowing what women are thinking and feeling.
Does Heather know that you know?
Does Heather know that you know?
I've said nothing to her because although there is no chance that I will ever reciprocate her feelings, I see no point in hurting her. Let her have her crush. Eventually, she will set her heart on someone else, and I will be forgotten.
I hear they used to date Minette,
I hear that you used to date Minette,
That is correct.
but you're not dating her now?
but you're not dating her now?
No,
Because?
Because...
you would have to ask her. She broke up with me by leaving a message on my cell phone, and she hasn't said a word to me since. It was an unforgivable outrage. I don't claim to be a paragon of virtue, but even I didn't deserve that.
You've had no contact at all with Minette since she broke it off?
You've had no contact at all with Minette since she broke it off?
None. All my dealings with her now are strictly professional, with Heather handling any and all communication between us.
Maybe you should write her a letter.
Maybe you should write her a letter.
For your information, I've written her dozens of letters. I've just never sent any of them.
It was fun talking to you.
It was fun talking to you.
Come back anytime.
Okay. Let's see, how much do I have? Okay. I'm gonna go to the flea market, which is the Point Neuf. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna write market.
Bonjour.
Hello.
Lequel préférez-vous?
Parlez-vous anglais?
If you buy, I speak whatever you like. I am Malika. I sell fine things from around the world. The others here, they sell things which they pry from the muck of their basements.
Okay, let's see what you got. How much are you selling the green rings for?
They are green magic rings. They cost 15 euros.
Too much. 4 euros is more like it.
Too much. 4 euros is more like it.
Voila. What else do you like?
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you come back, maybe then I have what you like.
I'll remember that.
Merci. Au revoir.
Okay. Now we're gonna go this one.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. If you like the bargains, you have come to the right place. What captures the eyes?
Well, does this cost very much?
The traffic cone is one of my favorites. So colorful and so useful. With it, I myself learned to park my car parallel. And I ask only 10 euro for
10
it.
euros? No. It's just a little cone, 1 euro.
It's just a little cone. 1 euro.
It is
Scam
yours.
ass.
See anything else you like?
Maybe the lava lamp.
What's the price of this lava lamp?
That lamp is very special. The trunk which rises and falls inside it, unlike any I have ever seen. Watching it will entertain you for hours. And I am selling it for only 20 euro.
Would you like 15 euros instead?
Would you take 15 euros instead?
It is yours. See anything else you like?
No.
Actually, I don't see anything else.
Here, new things come and old things go all the time. You must come back.
I might just do that. Au revoir.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
And then we got another merchant. The guy in the middle. There's only like 3 merchants here.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Monsieur Marchand, à votre service.
Bonjour, Monsieur Marchand.
American tourist?
Sort of. Is that okay?
I like Americans. They are smart. I sell good stuff and they can tell. So, what are you going to buy?
Definitely
Well-
not the gnome. I hate the gnome. The freaking surgical glove here? No. I think I'll buy the film reel. Looks interesting. What's in it?
What's in here? A movie?
Oui, it contains an American short film. I'm not sure if it is about a beloved beast of burden in Tibet or about someone who talks a lot.
84.
But it has won many
Damn, he's
awards.
asking for a lot.
And the fact that it is in a nice blue canister makes it well worth 84 euro.
21.
Would you take 21 euros instead?
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
That's it.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
By any chance, does Mademoiselle wish to earn some money?
Maybe. How?
The tourists, they like to buy hand-painted reproductions of famous works of art. But as you can see, it is difficult for me to paint them. But for a young woman such as you, it is easy.
You want me to paint the reproductions?
You see, the lines are already there. You look at the original painting, you put paint on your brush, you paint between the lines. Voila! A painting which the tourists will gobble up. And I pay you 15 euros for each one you complete. Do you wish to start now?
Of course.
But of course.
Okay, so it has to match this. Very easy. Very, very easy. So this. Just painting, basically. Fairly easy, fairly easy. Oops.
Monsieur, how's this?
Magnifique! You have done excellent work. And for that, I reward you. Do you wish to paint another?
Not right now, maybe later.
Not right now. Maybe later.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Okay. Our next stop should be a hotel where I made Tranquenard. I don't think I'd. Jean Michel Tranquenard. Let's go inside, shall we?
Oui.
Excusez-moi. I can't.
Excusez-moi, mais êtes-vous Monsieur Tranquenard?
Please, in English. I do not wish to hear my native tongue butchered while I eat. As for my name, not Tranquenard. It is Jean Michel Tranquenard.
Jean Michel
Tranquenard.
Tranquenard. Tranquenard.
It's French.
Enough! What can I do for you, Mademoiselle?
Drew. Nancy Drew. I've just started working for Minette as an assistant.
Oh? What happened to Ezer?
I'm not sure what you mean.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Ezer Mickey.
Huh? Oh, Heather McKay. No, Heather still works for Minette. I'm kind of working for both of them.
Our Lady of the Mask has fired 3 assistants in the past 5 months. I hope you are not next. In fact, that Ezer has managed to avoid the axe for this long is truly remarkable.
Here, I'm supposed to give these photos to you. They came straight from Dieter Von Schwesterkrank's darkroom. I printed them up myself.
You are quite doué as a photo developer. Bravo for you, Nancy Drew.
Thank you.
Merci. I was afraid Ezer had forgotten. So, you had the pleasure of meeting Herr Von Schwesterkrank, eh?
He seemed very nice.
He seemed very nice.
Dieter is a very enterprising young man, which in most cases is good, but when arrogance enters the picture, pff. So, do you, like Ezer, hope to leave your mark on the world of couture?
Would it be bad if I said yes?
Would it be bad if I said yes?
In the world of couture, a single creation worn by someone famous to a high-profile event, such a dress can be worth a fortune in publicity, which makes it a desperately competitive world. A dog-eat-dog world. A world where bad things can and do happen to good people. You must order something. I insist. La carte, s'il vous plaît.
Oh, but I'm really not hungry.
Mademoiselle.
Thank you. I mean, merci.
Order anything you want. Everything here is superb. And Henri, he is the best waiter in all of France.
Well, in that case...
I can't. Oh, I thought I couldn't order. Shoot. I think I'm gonna order the creme de glace. That sounds fancy. I don't never had French food. Is that bad? I feel like it's too rich.
May I please have the creme de glace?
Très
Creme
bien.
de glace. Creme de glace. Is that good?
Merci,
What is it?
Henri. Ajoutez-le à mon addition, s'il vous plaît.
Certainement.
Ice cream with a sprig of mint on top. So refreshing.
Okay.
Yum.
It looks very small, but it's fine. Because I am lactose a little
I'm
bit.
glad I ordered that. It was great.
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle.
Too much of that maybe.
So, what else do you wish from me?
I never used to be that way, but then I had milkshakes and I'm like, ugh. Yeah, I don't like, I can only do probably like lactose at this point. Do you have any idea why Minette wears that mask?
Do you have any idea why Minette wears that mask?
I believe she is the victim of botched plastic surgery.
Isn't Minette a little young to be undergoing plastic surgery? How old
Isn't
is she?
Minette a little young to be undergoing plastic surgery?
Some women with noses that would put birds of prey to shame are perfectly content with their appearance, while others with acceptable features are convinced they are more hideous than Frankenstein. Self-image. It can make people do strange things.
If you had to name Minette's worst enemy, who would that be?
If you had to name Minette's worst enemy, who would that be?
Ugo Batelli, without a doubt. Not only do he and Minette have similar design styles, so that they are constantly competing for the same couture clients, but both of them are unthinking, socially inept egoists. It is a rare week that goes by without one of them insulting the other.
Has it ever gone beyond words?
Has it ever gone beyond words?
Not to my knowledge. You ask very curious questions, Mademoiselle Drew. They make me think you know more than you are saying.
How can
And
I
as a member of the press, I'm not sure that I like that.
How can I contact this Hugo Butterly person?
How can I contact this Hugo Butterly person?
His phone number is right here in my digital assistant. Of course, it's extremely unlikely that you will be able to talk to him in person. Even I occasionally have trouble penetrating the wall of sycophants that surrounds him. So, what else do you wish from me?
Do you have a real office somewhere?
Do you have a real office somewhere?
When I'm writing my column, I go to my office at Glam Glam. When I'm researching my column, I come here. I have my telephone, which can do everything save sing the Marseillaise, good food, and a chair for whomever stops by.
Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you for talking to me.
D'accord.
Okay, we're gonna stop at one last place. Well, next time. We're gonna go to the place to Manger, which is JJ's place. Our roommate will be staying with. Staying at her place. Very nice place. Old. Okay, I'm just gonna save here and we'll continue on that on part 2. I'm just gonna put my name. I usually always do that most of the time. And yeah, so this has been part 1 of Nance Drew, the 14th game, Danger by Design from 2006. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and be sure to check out the next part, which will be part 2.